Have you ever heard a story so twisted by time that the victim becomes the villain? Let's delve into the heart-wrenching tale of Medusa, a name that echoes with terror, but a story that began with devotion. Once, Medusa was not a monster, but a maiden of breathtaking beauty and unwavering faith. Her long dark hair framed a face admired by all who visited the pristine temple of Athena, where she served as a high priestess. Dressed in ornate white and gold robes, she moved with a grace that spoke of her pure dedication to the goddess of wisdom. Mortals and even gods whispered of her loveliness, but her heart belonged only to her sacred duties, her life a picture of serene piety within the hallowed marble walls. This sacred peace was shattered by the selfish desires of a god. One dark and stormy night, Poseidon, the mighty ruler of the seas, saw Medusa and was consumed by lust. Ignoring her vows and the sanctity of the temple, he assaulted her within Athena's own sanctuary. The act was a brutal betrayal, a violent desecration that stained the holy ground and broke the spirit of the devoted priestess, leaving her violated and alone amidst the echoes of the storm. When Athena discovered the defilement of her temple, her divine fury was not directed at the powerful god who had committed the crime, but at the mortal woman who had been its victim. The goddess, enraged by the sacrilege, confronted the weeping Medusa. In her eyes, Medusa was no longer a symbol of purity, but a mark of shame upon her house. With a blinding flash of divine light, Athena's wrath descended not as justice, but as a cruel and unjust curse, forever punishing the victim for the perpetrator's sin. In that agonizing moment, Medusa's world twisted into a nightmare. She watched in unspeakable horror as her own features contorted. Her beautiful, flowing hair, once her crowning glory, writhed and thickened, hissing as each strand transformed into a venomous, slithering snake. Her skin grew cold and scaly, and her eyes, once filled with gentle light, now held a power so dreadful that a single glance could turn living flesh to cold, dead stone. Cast out and feared, Medusa was forced into exile, finding refuge in a dark, desolate cave at the edge of the world. Her new home became a grim gallery of her curse, filled with the petrified figures of warriors and heroes who had foolishly sought to slay her. Each stone statue was a monument to her loneliness, and a testament to the terror her very existence now inspired. She was no longer a woman, but a monster, trapped in an isolation of her own making. Meanwhile, a hero's destiny was being forged. The young and valiant Perseus was tasked with an impossible quest, to bring back the head of the Gorgon, Medusa. Guided by the gods who had a hand in her tragedy, he was armed for his mission. Hermes granted him winged sandals to soar through the skies, and Hades lent him a cap of invisibility. But his most crucial gift came from Athena herself, a polished bronze shield, reflective as a mirror, and a razor-sharp sickle to complete his deadly task. Using the shield as his guide, Perseus navigated the treacherous lair, his eyes fixed only on the monstrous reflection to avoid Medusa's fatal gaze. He saw not the woman she had been, but the creature she had become. The final confrontation was swift and merciless. As the sleeping Medusa lay unaware, Perseus, shielded from her power, struck a single decisive blow. From the tragic end of Medusa's life, new myths sprang forth. As her head was severed, the magnificent winged horse Pegasus and the golden-sworded giant Chrysaor, her children by Poseidon, emerged from her body. Perseus claimed his gruesome prize, leaving the remnants of her cursed existence behind. The hero's quest was complete, but the victim's story was sealed in blood and sorrow. Finally, Perseus presented the head of Medusa to the very goddess who had cursed her. Athena, showing no remorse, mounted the terrifying visage onto her own shield. The Aegis, Medusa's head, with its serpentine locks and petrifying gaze, became a weapon of war. Her tragic legacy forever cemented as an emblem of terror. Her pain repurposed into a symbol of divine power. And so, the story of the maiden was lost, and only the legend of the monster remained.